Are you feeling the nudge? Like the nudge that there's something more? Like, do you have a deep interest in spirituality? Do you feel drawn to maybe crystals or oracle cards or tarot, the world, like the metaphysical aspect, the metaphysical world? Um, are you drawn to all of like the metaphysical books? Do you find mediums and psychics and connecting to spirit really fascinating and really interesting? If you said yes to a lot of those answers, you are on your development path. It is, if you have an interest and your heart's like being drawing you there, and just simply like, I feel connected to this. This is interesting. I want to learn more about it. Like, I feel like I'm intuitive. I feel like I'm really sensitive. I feel like I feel things and that I feel spirit or energy, or I'm just intuitive. It's because you are. It's because you are. We're all spirit. We all came from the world of spirit. We're all going to go back to the world of spirit. We all are all aspects of God, of this source, the universe, whichever word you want to um use for the universe, for God. And if you have the desire to learn about spirituality, it's because that's a path for you. And when I say that we're all part of the universe, all part of source, we are. And when we incarnate into this lifetime, a lot of us aren't, don't believe in energy and on the other side. And that's absolutely okay, because that's not their path, right? And there is no one path that we should all follow. It's the path of your heart that you should be following. Um, but I just want to talk to, and you're probably watching this video because you follow my channel, and I connect with angels, and that interests you, and angels interests you, and connecting to the world of spirit interests you. And I just want you to know that it's interesting. It interests you for a reason. It's because you are connected. I know you feel that. I can feel that people who watch this video are going to resonate with it. And I what I want to bring through from the angels and from the world of spirit, because I connect before I do these videos, I connect all the time to really open myself as a channel, that it's not just what I want to talk about, but also what they want me to bring through. And it's like, it's not, it is for you, this, to connect. And there's many reasons why we all decide to walk down the spiritual development path. Like, you could want to learn to connect to spirit and your angels and your guides because you want to feel closer to, you want to understand your energy, you want to understand like yourself more, get to know yourself more, and your life's purpose and your path. You want to feel spirit, you want to feel the nudges and understand, like, okay, when I'm seeing the feather, what does it mean? Instead of just sitting there trying to like rock your brain thinking about it. Like, you just want to, like, I'm like, I just want to feel them. Okay, I want to hear you. I want to like get the message, right? It's not always just like that too, right? But we usually want, there's something more. We want to know deeper. We want to feel more. We want to understand how all of this works, this world and this life and everything, and our own life, and the life we've lived, and what's happening in our life. We want to understand a little bit more, and we want to feel more connected. And I think we are all starting to feel even more and more and more, especially as this world shifts and the energy changes. And what I want to say to you is that spirit's here, and they're so excited for to work with you. And when you have this desire to open up your spiritual abilities, whether it is just to connect to spirit more, right? Or to be able to pull a card for yourself, and use these spiritual tools and these beautiful resources of the angels and guides on the other side to support us every day in our lifetime, like, that's beautiful. Or whether you want to pull cards for families or friends, or do readings, psychic or mediumship, or any of the other modalities. There's many reasons why we walk the spiritual development path, and whatever you're desiring inside you, whatever you see for yourself. So if you're like, yeah, I've kind of been feeling energy. I feel like I feel spirit, but I don't really know what to do with it. But I'm really I'm really drawn to it, and, like, and I've watched mediums, and I have had readings done. I'd love to do mediumship, but that would be so cool and so neat. Like, the fact that you feel that and you've actually thought about that, and this is just one path, right? There's so many different paths in spirituality, but that's it means it's for you. It's like that's not coming to you for no reason. You don't have the desire for no reason. So I just want you to know that if you are really being pulled to connection, no matter what, your desire is, it's for you, and you're meant to do this. So I encourage you to read the books if you want to read them. Pick up a crystal from the store and hold it if that's what you're feeling called to do. To attend workshops and all the things. There is like spirits here for you, and they're supporting you, and you're being guided. You're being guided down this path. It's not just you. You have your guardian angel and your main spirit guide and all your other guides and your spiritual development guides and your loved ones on the other side. They're all there with you. They're all rooting you on and supporting you. And all you have to simply do is just talk to them. Talk to them. Ask them for support. Ask them to help you in whatever you want support in. So if you're wanting to feel them more or hear them more, if you're wanting to hear from your loved one and get more, like, even more in your face signs, validations from them, ask them. Ask them, say, can you please bring me, like, in your face, I can't question it, validation from you, a sign, or even be more specific, like, thank you for leaving me one feather in this week, and I will know it's from you. And then I will come across a feather, and I know it'll be from you. It's our intention is everything. We are such powerful beings. We are energy. We're energetic beings. We are spirits literally living this human experience. And like I said, we come from spirit, we're going to go back to spirit. And so we are connected fully. We're not separate from spirit. And when we go to bed at night, most of the time we're going back to spirit and we're connecting with our guides and with our team and everyone. And then, it's so I just want to remind you of just how connected we are. And like, I know I was always drawn to spirituality. I watched Sylvia Brown on TV with my grandmother and John Edward, and I went to all the crystal stores when I was younger, and it just fascinated me, and there's just this pull to it, and I felt connected, and I didn't understand it, and I always wanted to do what Sylvia Brown did. I thought it was so cool and so interesting. And when I eventually started practicing mediumship in my early 30s, um it felt like coming home. I could cry just saying that. It felt like coming home. I was like, "Oh, this is what I've been feeling my whole life. This is that connection. This is like, oh, it wasn't just my own thoughts. That was spirit talk, my guides talking to me, my angels talking to me with through my own voice. That's clairaudience. Like, oh, like the visuals in my mind just aren't me imagining it. When it comes in so quick that, like, I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't, there's no way I just even visualized that or thought of that. That's spirit. That's spirit communicating with us, connecting with us. I just want to remind you of how connected you are. You are so connected. And so if you're wanting to dive in even more and learn all the things and practice, there are like this is for you. And I'm more than happy to support you. I have an free angel meditation that you can do to connect with your angels. I'll put the link below. It's also my website. I have a foundational course that from like the ground up, learning to connect with spirit, opening up our energy to connect. There are so many wonderful books out there, inspirational books on other people connecting with the world of spirit. Some people are born really, really open. Their energy is wide open and they feel and see spirits from a young age. And some of us are born much closed. Like I was born very much closed. I was always drawn to spirituality, but I never really experienced anything that was like, big aha moments. I didn't see spirit at all or anything like that. And so I had this belief, this limiting belief that, oh, well, you can only be a medium if you see spirit, if you're born really seeing things, right? And that's not the case at all. When we're feeling connected to the world of spirit and we're drawn to it, it's because spirit's calling us. Our soul's like, okay, this is your lifetime to really step into your power, to step into your power and connect with yourself and with your higher self, with your soul. And maybe you want to do that because you want to help other people connect. Maybe you want to become a coach. You want to work with energy to support other people to work with their own energy so they can take care of themselves and they can protect their energy and support their nervous systems and support themselves. Or maybe you want to become a medium because you love connecting to the other side. The thought of that just lights you up to no end, right? Or you wanna work with animals, you're so drawn to them, and you see them in your dreams all the time, they come to you in your dreams, or spirits come to you in your dreams, it's because it's there for you. So I just wanna say, like, none of this is outside of you. This is not a gift. I'm not gifted with these abilities. I'm not better than anyone else. I call them soul gifts because we come into this life with, like, having already mapped out pretty big areas of our life. It's like our soul's blueprint. And of course, like, we'll usually move through the big things that we map out, but we have free will in this life, so anything can change at any point in time, right? And there's so many different ways that your life can turn depending on, what you choose to do, and that's your free will. That's a really neat thing about this life. Um, but if one of the big milestone things was that your soul wanted you to really step into connecting with with your own energy, with your spirit team and your guides, you're gonna end up getting there. So if you're already feeling connected, you're like, I just want to dive in a bit more, then pick up that book that you want to read, or pick up the oracle deck if you want to play around with it, or pick up a crystal, or reach out and have a conversation. I'm always happy to talk and chat about this. But what I was getting at is, like, this is not like, we're all connected. This is not a gift that was gifted to me that I'm better than everyone else, or all psychic mediums are. Like, no, this is all within us. Each and every one of us can connect to spirit. Everyone. Not everyone wants to, though, and that's absolutely okay. Not everyone believes in it, and that's okay because that's their soul's path in this lifetime. That's that is their soul's path. So for me, I had to work through those limiting beliefs and the trust, the distrust that I could actually do this. And when I started practicing, I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually, like, I'm actually doing it. I'm actually connecting to other people's loved ones on the other side. And I loved it. And it was just like, I felt like I came home. And then angels started coming, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, the connection was like, okay, I've done this before. I've done this before in other life. I have done this in other lifetimes. Um, and as my soul's purpose in this lifetime to really go for it, to really fully step into my power and to support other people to develop their abilities and help other people, to other light workers, to step into their power and to shine their light into this world and to support the planet, the vibration of the planet, and to share their light and their magic and their medicine. And so I just want to again just remind you that you really are so powerful, that your intention and your mind is so powerful. You create the world, our life, the world that we live in, the life that we have for ourselves. If you want, if you're visualizing more for yourself, if you're visualizing a different path, you're just like, I don't know, why am I thinking this? And it has to do with spirituality. I just want to say it's here for you. So if you have any questions about angels or guides or connecting, feel free to reach out anytime. Like, I love talking about this. I love connecting, and I do offer the angel experience as a 60-minute session where we invite your angels and your guides in, and we just connect with them. And if you have any questions for them, or if you would like to receive some energy clearing, or support to develop your abilities, it's called the angel experience because it's whatever that you're looking for. It's whatever your spirit team knows it's going to be best for you, what you need in the moment. So um I also have I know I mentioned this before, my Awaken with the Angels. It's my foundational course. If you are interested in developing your abilities, It's all pre-recorded videos, and more coming out on that. It'll be released in the next 2 weeks, and I'll be putting out more information about that. But I'm saying this because I'm here to support you and I'm here to help you. And if you want like book recommendations or anything like that, I know what it was like. I know how many years I spent thinking, "Oh, I love all the spiritual stuff," and my crystal collection is massive now. I just came across a crystal earlier. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I had that, like, when I was in my early 20s." I'm like, I still like, it brought me back to when I was using that crystal so many years ago. And then I think about where I am now and how I left my career job to be doing this spirit work because it just lights me up to know, and of course, it's 11:11 right now here, so funny. So yeah, I just again, I want to remind you, the angels want to remind you just of how powerful you are and that you can live the life that you desire. And if you're desiring to connect with the world of spirit, that you can, you already are. I think you know you already are. So believe that you are. Trust that what you're feeling, the intuitive hits, that intuitive feeling, the energy that you feel off of other people, that you are feeling it because you are an intuitive. You're very connected. I'm curious how that feels for you when you hear that. And even though, I'm talking to a camera and video is going to be put out on YouTube, I do feel like for those that are watching this video right now, if you're watching this, it's because you know that you're connected. And I want to remind you that, like again, it's not even me, it's them. Like Spirit's just saying that, um, this is for you, right? Like they're like, talk to us. Just walk around your house and talk to them, or when you're driving, talk to them, and just share with them what you want. What would you like? Would you like to feel them more? Would you like to hear? Would you like to see? Would you like to, um, do you want to feel more messages from your loved ones? Just tell them and talk to them because, just talking to spirit builds your connection, builds your relationship with them, and builds your trust in them. Because the more that we intentionally focus our energy and thoughts to the world of spirit, to energy work, we actually open up our energy to like receiving messages and those feelings, intuitive feelings, more and more and more. Really open up our energy to receiving that. And the more that we talk about it, talk to them, or pull a card for yourself, or you sit with the crystal and you just hold it, and you may not feel anything, and that's okay. But you feel in your heart like this just feels good. I don't know why, but putting a crystal here makes me feel better. Well, yeah, trust that. Trust that it's you're feeling its energy. You're actually feeling the effect of it, right? And then start talking to it and thank the crystal for its energy. And maybe the next time or even like hold in your hand and just sit there and just be and imagine you blending your energy with the energy of the crystal and just be in that energy and don't have any expectations, but simply just allow yourself to just be. Maybe you'll start feeling something. Maybe your hands will get warm. Maybe you'll receive some kind of message. Maybe you'll see something in your mind that came so quickly. You're like, oh, I didn't just think that. That's spirit, right? So yes, it was a little bit long-winded, but there's just this passion behind this message, and that I want to bring through from spirit. And of course, I want to talk about it today too. But there is this calling, this nudge that I feel on a collective level, like across the world, with the energy on the planet right now, February 2024, that we are being called to connect even deeper. Like there's the nudges, like people are feeling nudges left, right, and center within their soul, like deep within them for connection, to connect. People are receiving more messages, feeling spirit more. That is just like you can't even ignore it anymore. And I feel like some people out there be like, "Oh my gosh, okay, I just can't ignore. Like that was a wild experience. This was so beautiful. Like I'm just feeling so drawn to this." It's because you're waking up. You're waking up to your true divine self, your divine connection. And whether is it just to support you to connect with your own self to better your life, amazing, right? Or whether, this path's for you to really develop your abilities to support other people, amazing. Whatever it is, it's going to be unique for you and it's going to be exactly what your soul wants for you. So even if you're wondering, like, well, what does my soul want? Like, what did my soul map out? What are like my angel experience can support you with that. The angels literally show me the energetics of my client and we connect with their soul and bring through messages about their souls, like their purpose in this lifetime, and spirit will show me like the gifts that you bring in with you to this lifetime that you are to use in this lifetime, whether they are for spiritual purposes or not. We all have the beautiful skill sets that we're born with and that we develop over time, right? And we have we're all so unique in our own different ways. We have so much to offer this world. And so if you're feeling unclear at all, or you're wanting some support and guidance, I just want to let you know that I'm here. Whether you don't resonate with me and you go to another intuitive, amazing. I wish the absolute best for you. And I just want to say that if you're feeling that pull, that nudge that you just can't ignore it anymore, just start talking to them. Invite them to help you to help you to understand what you're experiencing a little bit more. And they will, because spirit's here to support you. It will always be of the good, of the light. It'll always make you feel comforted and loved because that spirit, just absolute unconditional love. So if you have any questions or anything about what I've talked about today, feel free to put in the comments below. Reach out to me. You can reach me on Instagram at Angel Connections with Ash, or my website www.angelconnectionswithash.com. And like, I've been there where I felt the nudge actually for a very long time. I just didn't believe that I could ever connect. And so I just want to share my story to inspire others that we are a spirit. We have this beautiful innate connection and we can always be connected. We're always connected to our loved ones on the other side, always. And we can connect to them. And I love connecting to my dad on the other side through meditation. It's the biggest way that I connect with him. And I've actually literally felt him hug me. And there's no other gift than that. And and it's gonna make me cry. I wouldn't be able to feel that, if I didn't develop my spiritual abilities to the point where I can feel him now in meditations. So sometimes it's even our loved ones and and our spirit team that are nudging us. Like, I want you to, I want, they're like, I want to help you to connect with us. I want to help you to feel me, even if it's just that, right? But that is possible and we can. So I just want to leave you with that. Leave you with so much love, so much light, wishing you a beautiful day. And until next time.